Okay. What started you freediving?
I started freediving, I don't remember when, and I don't remember why. Anyway, I was afraid of water. My mother sent me to the pool, just to, to be better in the water. And after 6 months, when I was 4 or 5 years old, and after 6 months from the beginning, I started the first swimming competitions. So I did 12 years swimming competitions, and I think the most important part for my career as a freediver was these 12 years spent in the pool 2-3 hours per day. And I think I learned many things from this period, especially field finding water, how to move in the water. I think it was the best training I could have for when I was a freediver.
It's the same now in Ireland as well, where we don't have that much deep water. The best training, if you can't go freediving, is swimming. You'd agree with that?
I think the best is freediving in the sea, for sure, in the blue, the depth, the speed, free fall, and everything. But I think that the constant wave performance have two parts: a mental part and a physical part. The mental part is, for the spur fisherman, when you go to the bottom, you stay. If you don't see the fish, 10 seconds and you go. You go down, you see the fishes, you stay 1 minute. Or the mental part always kicking back, and you look at the rope, 50, 49, 48, 47, this is very long. You close your eyes, you check your body, you try to feel your body in the water. This is the mental part of the constant weight. So the mental part can be trained with the static. The dynamic trains the physical part, muscles involved in kicking technique and whatever. So I think even if you don't have the chance of freediving in the blue, in the sea, any day, a serious training during fall, winter and spring could be really helpful for people that love freediving in constant weight as well.
The Apnea Academy is growing all the time. We see a lot more instructors coming from Blue Week. What do you think the future has for Apnea Academy and freediving? Freediving seems to be growing as well.
Yeah, Apnea Academy, the brand, the name Apnea Academy is more known in the world, and we're happy with it. It's a demonstration that we're working seriously. This is our goal. This year we had 54 students from 28 different countries, and we had almost 50 persons in waiting list. So people want to come and learn from us the philosophy, Apnea Academy philosophy, and our way of going in the world. That's we're proud of it. I think that freediving is getting more and more popular in the world, not only for the presence of new instructors, but I think also for the philosophy we have. I think before getting a high-level freediver, you have to discover the pleasure of staying underwater and holding your breath without suffering. So relaxation, breathing, and this is, I think, the key, the thing that people, beginners, discover in the freediving course. They come for increasing their performances, to clean their technique for when they go to the sea and go diving, taking conchs and shells, and they come with this objective, and they discover the great way of relaxation and concentration and melt in the water you can have when you completely relax your body and you prepare your body with a good technique of breathing. And this is, I think, the most important part of our courses, the mental part and relaxation. All the rest is something that comes later.
And do you think, we talked about yoga before, Watsu is a thing that's starting to grow as well. I've seen a little bit more. The first time I saw it was at the Apnea Academy instructor course, and I did a course since.
But we are, an Apnea Academy instructor is not a yoga teacher. We have yoga teachers as well. But it's not necessary to be a yoga teacher for learning how to breathe correctly and teach the right technique of breathing. Same for Watsu or relaxation techniques. I don't think it's necessary to be a psychologist to be able to relax and teach relaxation. And so these two topics have an important part in an instructor course, because I think these two things will make the difference between our course and another course.
Sure.
That part is absolutely important. Then, if you are an instructor, freediving instructor, and yoga teacher, you can give more to your students. Yeah. If you are apnea academy instructor and doctor, probably you can give more to your students according to concerning anatomy and whatever, you know. So anyone can give something belonging to his know-how and skillness, but at the base of any course, an important part is covered by relaxation and concentration.
Yeah. What do you think of the depths that people are hitting today in constant weight and especially in no limits? You know, I mean, Herbert talks about 300 meters now this year.
Well, Abramovich, I think, is the best free diver in the history of free diving. I have a lot of respect for him. He's not only a great athlete, I think he's a very humble, simple man. I like him. He discovered a completely new technique of equalization. He wrote a new page in equalization concerning the no limits discipline. So I think that he believes in in this technique, and performance is demonstrated. And I think the 300 meters is absolutely, I think, can be touched by this strong athlete. Concerning constant weight, I think that we are not very far from our limit. I mean, probably 130, 135. I don't know. I was telling 100. Now we're 135. But you see, the last attempt at negative, the way our athletes get out was not considered valid for record. I think we are closer to the human limit. We go down underwater, we move muscles, you burn oxygen, so it's getting more and more difficult. Probably we have the gap between performances and human limit. This distance is much bigger in no limits than in constant weight. This is my opinion, but probably in 1 month somebody will demonstrate that I'm not right.
Yeah. And we're finishing up on Blue Week here, which is great just for freediving and pulling all the group together, meeting new people. Do you think it's going to get more and more Blue Weeks like a retreat nearly for freedivers, that they go and train? And
I think the idea of Blue Week is absolutely great, because new people, new freedivers, probably you know them by internet or forum or whatever, and you see them face to face here. You change your opinions. You say, I use this exercise, and that's important, because freediving is still, we know nothing about freediving concerning training programs. We're at the beginning of our story, considering other sports like swimming or athleticism or whatever. So I think these meetings, international meetings, are very important for beginners and for high-level freedivers. You can train, you can relax yourself, you can find new friends, you can share your knowledge with the others. We have two in here, before summertime and before wintertime, and probably in the future we'll have new meetings like this for this goal, taking people together and talking about freediving.
And Apnea Academy, it's not so well known in the English-speaking countries like the UK and America and Canada. I know we had some of the South African guys here. We had some people from Canada this year. Do you think there's still a big demand though from the UK as well, isn't it? And from America as well? Is there
I have a story. I had a friend, because he had an accident spearfishing in Greece. But I remember 20 years ago, he was from Turin, and Turin is a pretty important city. It's more than almost 2 million inhabitants. He was a spear fisherman, and talking together in summertime, he told me all the time, in Turin, I'm not able to find friends that wants to train with me in the pool during the winter in dynamic study, just for getting ready and train for summertime. In Turin now we have 5 instructors, Apnea Academy instructors, working together, and their club, have more than 300 freedivers. So probably 20-25 years ago, when this friend of mine was talking to me, there were already 300 freedivers or spear fishermen looking for a friend to spend nights and trainings together during winter time, but they didn't know each other. it's important, I think, to create a central, a club, a meeting point with people that have the same interest. So probably your situation now in England, Ireland, Canada is the same as Italy 25 years ago. Probably in 20 years you'll have a lot of people attending the pool, training together with, let's say, a man which is in charge of the club, able to give advices and training programs and whatever, which is actually what is happening in Italy.
Yeah. Do you think you're obviously still really, really fit, even though you're not competing? You still really keep yourself and concentrate on your fitness. Do you have any special kind of training, or do you still do running, or is it all swimming, or is it just all from the?
I like going in the water. I like holding my breath and free dive. So as soon as I can, I free dive. I go down and I try to go deep and leave good sensations. Now I'm married and belongs, let's say, to my contract, the contract between me and myself and my wife. During winter time, I try to stay at home as much as I can with my family. But from May to November, I'm free diving all the time, spear fishing. I love spear fishing. So I think during winter time, the best for me is a good physical training. I swim every day with a competition team of swimmers, and there I push, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
And 3-4 times per week, I can have the second training, and that's or free diving in the pool, 2 hours, 1 hour static, 1 hour dynamic, or I go to the gymnasium for stretching a little bit. I don't like bodybuilding, using weights, workout like that. And as soon as I can, I go deep, because this is what I like. I like spear fishing.
Yeah.
I'm in Sardinia from May to September, so I'm in the water almost every day. And my performances now are probably better than, I go deeper than when I stopped competing 10 years ago. It means that I'm still training, and the training is good. I mean, it's helping me for my performances. And that's it. So I think I do it because I like to train, I like going underwater, and I will go on doing that till when I feel this is what I want to do.
Yeah. And just the last question then is, we see in Ocean Men, which is an incredible shot where you come out through the caves and the dolphins are at the end, which I'm sure took a long time to actually get on film. But what do you think was your best dive ever that sticks in your memory? If somebody asks you, I'm sure people ask you all the time, what's your best dive? Maybe it's something different.
I don't have the best dive.
Yeah, okay.
Many great souvenirs, and I remember whales, dolphins. I never dove open water with a big white shark, but I like to do it, not this year because I'm busy, but next year for sure. So yeah, these big gentle giants of the sea have a great souvenir of them. But it's not only that. Sometimes I have the best dive is when you go spear fishing, and after 1 week every day in the water you take nothing, and then a big snapper is coming, you take it and you eat it with your friends. That's a great souvenir as well.
Okay.
And so I don't think it's possible to have one souvenir, because anytime you go to water, you have, it's like a dream. You have all the time new dreams, and if the dream is good, you have many good dreams.
Yeah. Grazie, Umberto.
Prego.
Appreciate it.